Is joining us right now. He's a CNN senior political commentator as well. Governor, thanks so much for joining us. Scott Jennings just said it's hard to believe you when you said in your speech Biden won't go left when Bernie Sanders is speaking right after you. So who's right about Biden? Would it be you or Bernie?
Well, look, I think the thing about Joe Biden is it's his history. He's not left winger. He just isn't. And he's a moderate guy. And you got to give Bernie a lot of credit. The fact that he said that we have one goal, and that is to make sure that Joe Biden wins. And, Bernie's always going to have his ability to have his input. But, Biden at the end, and think of the platform of what Joe did. He rejected this whole Medicare for all. He believes in trying to deal with this healthcare issue by giving opportunity for more people. He's rejected a number of things that people who are more liberal than him favored. And Joe's just got to be tough. He's got to demonstrate to people that he's a tough guy, and nobody's going to. And I said tonight, nobody pushes Joe around. And I think he understands that. So, look, what they're trying to do is get their act together and move in the same direction towards victory. But then after that, you hash it out. And I guarantee you this, Biden will have Republicans at the table. I don't think it'll be me, but he will have Republicans at the table, and he'll hear diverse opinions. That's why I made the speech tonight, because he is not somebody who is anything other than a guy that can sit down, listen to people, and solve problems. That's my view of Joe. That's who he's been all of his lifetime.
Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that the old Joe Biden from years ago, that's a description. He was kind of known as a moderate guy. He was moderate on abortion, for instance. But over time, and as he got into this Democratic primary, he really morphed on a lot of these issues. And you're right about health care. He did resist Sanders on health care. But on abortion, on immigration, on the Second Amendment, go down the line with all these other issues that were huge flashpoints in the Democratic primary. Bernie Sanders himself said it right after you tonight. His ideas are now mainstream in the Democratic Party that has nominated Joe Biden, and I find it hard to believe that Joe Biden is going to be able to turn all of those ideas and all of the people who support those ideas away if he gets into the White House. There's enormous pent-up pressure inside the Democratic Party to run those policy items, and I don't personally believe Joe Biden can resist it, nor will he want to resist it, because he's going to have a lot of people around him chirping in his ear that these people got us here, and we're going to have to do what they want to do on policy.
Jake, go ahead.
I would say, look, let me just say the biggest issue in the country right now is nobody's talking to anybody. People are so divided. It's through clenched teeth that it's not just politicians anymore, it's people. And we don't get anywhere like that. And in terms of immigration, I think we need a solution. Joe Biden doesn't favor illegal immigration, but he does favor immigration where people can come into this country, and thank God they can, because most of us wouldn't be here if our grandparents or great-grandparents hadn't been permitted to come here. And we need an immigration solution. I stood on the stage with Republicans who ran away as fast as they could from the idea that they were trying to work together to come up with a solution. That's not acceptable. On guns, the American people, they want people to keep the Second Amendment, but people want reasonable restrictions on guns. And I got to tell you, the Republican Party doesn't get with it and become a party of growth and opportunity, not taking away health care from people, not standing there with no changes to the gun laws in this country. And if they become negative on immigration, they're not going to win, Scott. They're just not going to. It's not the party of opportunity that you and I saw under Ronald Reagan, and that was 40 years ago. You have a new set of issues on climate, on immigration, on health care. These are all things that matter. But, I respect the fact that you're concerned that he could be overwhelmed. I happen to think there'll be enough people around him, particularly people who are close to him, who will not let that happen. But we'll have to see. I'm hopeful.
Governor, Jake Tapper here. I remember 4 years ago, the